No.
Do you attribute faith at all in the conversation of money and your success or value in people's life? Is there any conversation?
Is God going to deliver you the money?
That's my question for you.
No. No.
Who is Jesus to you?
A wonderful philosopher is somebody that there's a lot to extract from.
Excuse me, can I ask you a question for a video that we're making?
No, it's okay.
Oh, good. Have a good one.
Right there.
Oh, no, dude, no. I forgot to tell you our one rule.
I'm not super religious, but I do have a lot of faith in what I'm building and what I do every day. Yeah.
Looking at you, I get the feeling that you've started businesses or had success
yes.
in businesses. Is that true?
Oh yeah, I'm still working, still have a business.
That's what I'm talking about. Have you experienced anything in your life with faith that you feel like has been a part of your reason for success?
Well, I'm a Catholic. If you want to come to church tomorrow, I'll be up on the altar reading.
Awesome. Cha-ching! Sheesh! Who do you believe Jesus is?
Irrelevant to me.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good one.
I think nature is God more than a person.
My fiance is very religious, his family is, but it hasn't really played a role in my life.
If you had to say right now, who is Jesus to you right now? I know you don't have a lot of experience and you're experiencing a lot of new things right now, but what does that look like for you?
I don't know. I feel like Jesus is a very interesting concept.
Can I encourage you?
Sure.
I encourage you to really ask difficult questions because he can handle them. And Jesus is the one that can handle them. Don't be afraid to ask questions in all of it.
That's great. Honestly, it couldn't have come at a more time. There was conversations this morning.
Let's go.
Like, could be a sign you're walking down at the street at the same time as me. And
let's go. My story was changed by meeting a guy who loved Jesus. I had never really met someone who had fruit in their life, like loved their wives, loved their family, loved their friends more than themselves, and loved Jesus more than themselves. That was the biggest thing. And I was like, dude, I want what you have.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's Jesus. Let's go. Let's go.
No, thank you.
All good. Have a good one, y'all. Those guys are millionaires. You don't be talking about Forexing anything if you don't got $1 million in the bank. That's just how it be out here in these streets, bro. The only Forex I'm thinking about is how I can get 4 filet-o-fishes on a plate right now, okay?
I'm going to pass.
All good. Hey,
Appreciate
have a good one.
Yeah.
Do you have faith in anything in your life?
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH BaHashem, YAHAWASHI BaHashem, Rakwakwedash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the mighty Aki and Wakwathim who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kawa Cup coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, I want to get into this video. I thought I just got it on my recommended feed, whatever the frick it's called, and I just thought like, wow, this is some very interesting thing. And then it made me think about, because it's such a weird thing to me, because it makes me think about like, okay, well, yeah, there is that, the whole money thing, and it's like I already know about the whole, what's it called? I already know about how, money is like, cause it's like common sense for if you're in the truth to understand that, being wealthy, quote unquote wealthy in this society doesn't really mean much, and that's actually proved that over here. So over here in Matthew chapter 19 verse 23, then said Yahushua unto his disciples, verily I say unto you that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. And the reason this is because of basically what you saw there. There are so many people that are incredibly proud, and as a result of that pride, they don't really want to acknowledge, or better yet, not even necessarily acknowledge, but they don't really want to care about the fact that they have or their success, their blessings, whatever, is attributed to YAHAWAH and YAHAWAH is what makes someone at the point that they're at right now. All right, that's basically the thing that they don't really understand or care to acknowledge. All right, so with that being said, that's where I this is that's a common thing, which is what we kind of have to understand and comprehend, that okay, well, yes, you are technically, it is not a sin to be rich, and I need to clarify that. If you are rich, that's fine, but the problem comes into play when you make being rich your entire personality, and that's the thing above everything else. Which a few of them did say that in some way, shape, or form. Like one of the dudes said, he says he's not really religious, he doesn't have faith, but he has a lot of faith in the things that he's doing, that he's working on. Which that once again goes to show, like, yeah, there's that pride not in YAHAWAH, but in the man-made things and stuff like that. All right, now continuing on, 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveteth after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So I really want to go into this, because people take this quote and they change it into something else that it is not. People change it to say that money is the root of all evil, when that is not the case. Money is not evil. It is the love of money. If people say, "Oh, I need money," "Oh, money's the number one thing," "No, money is the only thing," then that's where people, get things misconstrued, or they have that falling out. All right, because it's not money; it is the love of money. When you have a fixated love for money, then that is where you have that issue, the issues of everything that people have, where they have that false sense of confidence in the things that they have, and thinking that that's the only thing that serves them. Okay, because the reason why, not the reason why, but in addition to this is let's actually get this before I forget. No, let me get the one thing. It was Luke chapter 20, I believe. No, Luke chapter 12, verse 20. But Yahweh said, no. Let's go. Luke 12 verse 16. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. So basically, there was a rich man that thought, okay, well, yeah, I have all this wealth, I have all this money. What I'm going to do, I'm going to, tear down all my stuff and use my money to build an even bigger home, a bigger barn, bigger storage, all that stuff, for me to be able to take care of myself or have a lifetime supply of whatever. That's basically what he was saying, all right, or what he was planning. So basically, he went and did that and all that stuff. And then verse 20, but Yahweh said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? So as soon as he was done, preparing all that stuff to be able to live easily and all that stuff, Yahweh basically said, like, oh, well, you did all this stuff, good for you, I guess, but now you're gonna die. So now who's gonna benefit from that? You set up all this money, and now with all this money, set up and whatnot, you're not gonna benefit from it because you're gonna die. So now who's gonna benefit from this? Who's gonna, basically, and that's basically the thing where it's just like, well, because you were so fixated on carnal wealth, you ended up, not really benefiting from it at the end of the day. All right, so that's just something to remember, that you might have wealth, and wealth is definitely. Let's actually get that. All right, over here. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 12, for wisdom is a defense and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge, that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. And basically the thing here is that money is definitely a defense. Money is helpful and useful in certain situations. Absolutely. Okay. Because, money, it helps with certain situations and stuff like that. But ultimately, like, that's not what is the ultimate defense, so to speak, where people think that, oh yeah, because I have money, no one can touch me, or I'm perfect and stuff like that. But then when all hell breaks loose, when people stop caring about rules and laws and stuff like that, well then you think someone is going to accept a bribe from you when they can just kill you with no with no worry about consequences, and then and then they can just take your stuff because, again, they had that false sense of security in money, as well as a false sense of security in the established system, which, again, that does not ultimately protect you, because, again, as soon as that thing goes away, then and that's basically the thing. People's beliefs, or not faith, not people's beliefs, people's comfort is solely based off of, okay, well, are you protected by this? Are you protected by that? Are you protected by the system and society? If the society goes away, well, what does your money serve you? How does your money serve you? Can it serve you? Is it going to, like, all the money stuff goes out the window. All right. Next, Sirach 11 verse 21, marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. And this is one of the things that the dudes were saying. They were basically saying here, this guy over here.
No.
Do you faith at all in the conversation of money and your success or value in people's life? Is there any conversation?
Is God going to deliver you the money?
That's my question for you.
No. No.
Who is Jesus?
So yeah, basically that's what they said. He said, "Oh, is God going to give you the money? Is God?" Because, again, that's basically the thing. People, they don't attribute anything, or more specifically, not people, but, well, yes, people in general, I guess. But Babylonians, they don't attribute the blessings that they receive to YAHAWAH, but they will. This is a tried and true thing where that they always do. Whenever something good happens, they say, "Oh, I did that. It was all me. That was all me. This, that, and the third, whatever. I'm the greatest X, Y, and Z." But then when something bad happens, and it's like, "Why did God let this happen? This, way, and the third?" And it will be these fucking atheists that will say this type of shit. All right, where that it will be the atheists that will say, "Why did God let this thing happen? Why did God let this stuff happen?" or whatever, or in terms of bad things, but never good things. All right, like, that's the thing. Like, it was, "Oh man, I was lucky. Oh, I was this. Or I worked my ass off to get to where I'm at." Like, that's how these people think. All right. But it's never, "Oh, YAHAWASHI made the circumstances," especially, like, if you think about it like this, like, even when it comes to, like, the success of a lot of people, if they're not, well, to a certain extent, kind of no, but if for these outside of these industry plants, I guess, if you want to call it that, anytime there's, like, some sort of success and things are working out for someone, like, oh, it's again like, "Oh, I worked my ass off, this and the third one." It's already been said a million times that people's success, it is not a one-to-one thing. It is not a static, definitive thing. It's like you people, like on YouTube, like YouTubers, for example. YouTubers don't actually just blow up. It is not a definitive, like, formulaic stuff. All right, it's possible for some people to blow up, but sometimes not. Hold on, bear with me one moment. Slakia. So as I was saying, what was I saying? Okay, so yeah, the next thing, Matthew 5 verse 3, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And furthermore with this, I want to get Luke chapter 6 verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. So the people that are rich now, all right, this is their, consolation, where you because you chose to say, okay, well, I have faith in, actually that's another precept. Hold on, because there's so many precepts about money in the scriptures. And it's not, and again, it's not to say that being rich is inherently evil, but it does make people have that false sense of security, that false sense of pride. All right, so Proverbs chapter 30 verse 8, remove far from me vanity and lies, give me neither poverty nor riches, feed me with food convenient for me. Verse 9, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord, or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain. Basically, if you're rich, then bear with me one moment again. Slakia. Now, as I was saying, so if you're rich and you have all that you could ever want, then there's no reason for you to complain. Or Slakia, it's not a matter of complaint. It's a matter of I'm always taken care of. I always have the stuff. Like I can handle myself, or I can take care of myself, and that is the mindset that goes on in these people's minds, where they think that, who needs God when I can take care of myself? Or who needs this? Or I'm good enough as I am. Like this, I'm the greatest. I'm this. I'm that, or whatever. And again, that's where that pride comes into play, which leads into their arrogancy and destruction. 1 Peter 1 verse 24. For all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of man as the flower of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth. Wait, hold on, what the heck? Oh, okay, yeah, no, Slakia. I was like, what is this? And then I remember this. So, 1 Peter 1 verse 24. For all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of men as the flower of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away. But the word of the Lord endureth forever, and this is a word which by the gospel is preached unto you. So basically, the thing is that, flesh, the things are of the flesh, the carnal aspect of life, that is something that withereth away. The same way you can accumulate wealth. Actually, let me get this precept while I'm explaining this. Matthew chapter 6 verse 19, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where these do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So the thing here is that, again, you have this carnal wealth, you have this carnal blessing, and the carnal blessing is temporary, all right. Which actually, let's get that, and then we'll end it here we end it on all three in the same thing, because all three of these verses basically and precepts end with the same thing. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16, for which cause we faint not, though our outward man perisheth, the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things that are not seen are eternal. So the thing here is that, again, where the things that are carnal, the things that are seen, they are temporal. So you have these people that see this physical money as, their God, but their God can be stolen, their God can wither away, or they can go bankruptcy, they can be confiscated, it can be whatever. Like some way, somehow, they can lose their money, all right? Now, as a result of that, what's it called? As a result of that, you have these people that, again, are all about, their carnal wealth without considering the wealth with YAHAWASHI, which also goes back into Luke chapter 12 verse 20, where we read how you have that wealth, sure, but as soon as you die, then you don't have it anymore. It's like it's gone it's gone for you. Like, you don't get to benefit from that. You don't get to have any sort of benefit. It's just you're done for. All right, so that's how things work, where as a not associating with YAHAWASHI, not crediting YAHAWASHI, and all of the such results in death and destruction. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Kwakwadah, Shabbat, honors to the elders and apostles, a great son of God, Shalom.